In the summer, you got a brand new Hummer. We laugh all day like Dumber and Dumber. I'm about to shoot my shots. She liking my jumper. My favorite outfit is a see-through rumper. Y'all fucking with that? Hey, if you not, you a bitch. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. Welcome back to a new video. I'm out of juice. I will go get some, but I ain't gonna leave y'all up on here, motherfucking. Cause I'm not gonna edit it, so you gonna just hear me like, you know what I'm saying? You gonna hear me go to my kitchen and get back in my chair and drink this shit. But I'm not gonna do that to y'all, cause I'm new here. I don't have that many fans, but I do get some views, so I know somebody's watching it. But welcome back to another day. Yeah, I guess going back to another video. My bad. I'm trying to get better with when it comes to like doing these type of videos. I have been slacking. I've had hit a few trades. Um, Wait, hold on. Yeah, I've had hit a few trades. Um, I didn't record a video for two of them, but I've been kind of up and down. So really, what's been going on is one. I think this week wasn't. It was. I don't know. I think that the big Trump tweet, it did really fuck everything up, but it gave the mood that I was truly looking for. Um, because I'm still bearish on the week. I'm actually looking for us to sweep um these lows. I do not think we're gonna get to this. This was Monday's low that we had put in for the week, so that might beat the Monday weekly low, and we might be just kind of. I think Friday, tomorrow, we're kind of just closing in. I think the market's just gonna stay like kind of just sideways for pretty much all day. Who knows? Um, but definitely, it's been like I had one loss, win, lose. Um, Today was definitely a break even day because I had lost, I think, a trade yesterday. Um, and I had lost it. I had lost my market opening one. I had a market opening trade. I think I have to screenshot if I can look. You're not supposed to look at that. Yeah, I got a few trades that I just didn't record that I'm going to go over with you guys when I get to this point of the video. But I want to go over this trade with you guys real quick. Today was a break-even day. Um, I had won a trade in Asia session earlier, which was this trade. I don't know why I said earlier, like that was the day before. Like, dumbass. This was last night's trade. Um, was bearish. I'm bearish on the rest of the week, so I would expect this. In my opinion, I would say I don't want to say I would expect, but I would more likely want to see maybe this Asia high, which was this high over here. Oh, wait, wrong day. This high right here. Stay respected. And did I even trade off this one? I think I trade off that. What time was that? 23. Yeah, the 23 high. I really didn't expect that one to get hit. Honestly, I wanted it to be one of those scenarios where, and there's reasons why I think of it like this, where like this Asia high doesn't this Asia high doesn't get touched, and we're going to continue this bearish for the week, which we kind of still did. We have a Trump tweet over here. He proposed a Drake candle. Um, so yeah, I had a short, and I'll get to that in a second. This trade right here, I had actually had a loss. I lost right here. I had took a late entry. I was at work, and for some reason, something told me to check, like my phone. Cause I was like, oh, well, I forgot about the trade for real. And I was on the 15-minute time frame. I was meant to be on the 5-minute. I was wanting this 5-minute inverse, which was there. And I had got in up here. I was like up here, and I had my stop loss at this low, which it had got hit. I was so pissed. Oh yeah, I was like right here. halfway when it was already getting made, and my stop loss goes and gets hit. It is what it is. So then I got in the re-entry, which was down here, and I was just making my money back. And my entry was when it got right back here, because I was like, this, to me, I was like, this low shouldn't get hit. So I'm gonna have my stop loss right where it should not get hit at. And we went and just shot up really right after I entered in. We did not really kind of think about this area no more. Um, I guess I'll put it right here. We did not kind of think about the area no more, and so I wasn't really expecting Asia highs to get hit. But I guess because it's the 930 run. In my opinion, I think there is a 930 like algorithm run where that's just your manipulation period. It took a long time for me to really realize that, but I do think like from 930, and then, well, 930 to 10, there's just that one run that's gonna have. It's either gonna be bearish or bullish. Was aiming for the London highs, especially, but then I ended up like put my standard deviation together, and this was the displacement candles that swept this low. So this is my standard deviation, and I was going for negative 2.5, but I could have went, but the market went up to the Asia highs. I don't want to be that type of person to be like, oh, I could have went here. You went where you had feeling we could go to, right? And I know you could have went here. It happens because there'll be some moments, some trades where, and I was like, you know what? I low key had wanted to go for the -4, but I said, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna go for the -2.5 just to. I wanted to really get in and get out. Usually how I go about when I'm in draw now, especially if I want to take a second trade after a loss, I'll try to just literally make back my loss. So if I lost like 200 or 300 on the trade, cause I risk about 350 to 400. I'll do 400 if it's higher probability. I don't really feel like I should go on a 3 or 4 losing streak. I don't personally, especially with the way I trade and how I go about it. I don't just take any type of setup. I take about 2 or 3 setups a week, and I try to be done for it. We're done with it. Come back next week. It's really no stress for me to keep trading every day. I know people can do it all the time, but I always tell people, man, you're only gonna get about 2 or 3 good setups out the week. It will keep your win rate high. It will protect your account on prop firms, and you go from there. I try not to trade on Fridays. I'm kind of cool off Fridays. Best days to trade personally are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And if you want to do the research in yourself, you will see that those are the best days to trade. Um, but where I took this at, I'm pretty sure this was an hourly. Hold on. Yes, so this was an hourly fair value gap. We used that. But that was my entry. This was my area I wanted us to be at here. I was actually waiting on this inverse for like, what time did this trade come? Yeah, I was waiting on this inverse for like an hour. Um, and we finally got the inverse. And I had missed my trade, my opportunity here. If I was in this one, I definitely would have still been in this trade, and I wouldn't have lost all that money. I mean, I wouldn't have lost some money. Um, but it is what it is. I'm not close to my first payout yet. I actually kind of am, and so how I'm kind of looking at it is like this: I need at least 2 trades, with at least the profit being between 9, maybe like, well, yeah, $1,300 to $900. Um, 2 more good trades, so I'm really not just going to try to take anything. I'm definitely going to try to take something good quality and something that makes sense to me in the moment to take. Not just, oh, we get your tap here and go from there and reverse from there. Because should we really, can this really continue? You know what I'm saying? Can this really keep going? You gotta think about the attitude, the characteristics that's being shown. I think a lot of times, the way the market is going to always teach you, it's going to teach you its characteristics. It's like a female, bro. She's going to show you her ways. Definitely is, right? She's going to show you her ways, and if you're not paying attention to how she moves, you're going to fail with her every time, and you're not going to get what you want out of her. So it definitely has been a learning experience, especially with the way I trade in my system. One big thing I can always advise: get the fuck off of Nasdaq. That pair is shitty. Um, I think if you're a beginner trader, US 30 is just the best. Now people might be like, oh, why would it be that pair and Nasdaq and ES and US 30 all move the same? It's mainly just because the US 30, for one, out of all 3 of those pairs, is the most leading pair. It's the pair that's always going to it's the pair that's always going to take it where it actually wants to. Like the thing about it, it's like a goal, right? It's like it follows trends, you know. So it doesn't just the moves that you can take on there are more clear, the more precise, um, and the more predictable. And I also like trade this pair because this is the only pair that goes for previous day's highs and lows. So you at least want to be in a pair that's at least trading towards like those areas a lot of times because that means that's a lot of volatility that making its way over there. So it was an okay day. I think I'm about to start coming back to my live account because I just feel like my live is just better on my tool. And we also had Sequential SMT on ES and then Q. See if I can show you guys. Pretty sure we did. Yeah, we did. We had one here, and then Q just continued their downtrend. Um, and Q was the only one that stayed up. ES was the one that stayed down. Um, and Q really struggled today. Like it's nobody's business. Oh wait, my bad. This is ES. I don't know what the fuck I was looking at. And Q kept going down. I always tell people when it comes to NQ, don't let you want NQ to be the pair that makes the last move. When it comes to NQ, ES and US30 will always be the pairs that make the moves that it needs to be made. So when I'm usually trading like those outside like US30, I'm looking at the S&P 500. It's the only pair that actually is going to follow majority of the trends and movement that the US30 is going to make. But compared to like NQ really does not do that a lot of times. Especially if like even when the SMT does happen, ES is going to follow that. So the S&P 500 and US30, like y'all need to make y'all way to those pairs instead of the Q. And Q is the last leading pair. So what does that always mean? And what should I always tell you? That's always going to be the pair that does the stop runs, and you might end up being the one that gets caught with that. You know what I'm saying? So if you're ever going to trade in Q, I actually trade in Q with the intent of where should in Q actually have their manipulation at, and then you want to start looking for entries basically pretty much right after that. You know what I'm saying? Um, they're the ones that are going to show like NQ is going to show like fake liquidity sweeps. That's the thing about NQ. A lot of times y'all get fake liquidity sweeps and y'all not even realizing it. With the 30 and the ES, they can do those fake liquidity sweeps and price might actually move in that other direction. So um this is just today's trade. Um I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to try to get 2 good setups. I am. Some that to me just looks like okay, this makes sense. I want to take this trade. This trade should take it here. This trade I hope should take it here. And one thing about trading, bro, try not to live with expectations, live with possibilities. I always tell yourself it's possible that it will go here. Never tell yourself that it should go here. It's guaranteed to go here. There ain't no way it doesn't go here. Always tell yourself it's possible that we go there. I think when you have that type of mindset, bro, you'll start winning trades. And on top of that, you'll be more confident with your trades. And on top of that, your mental will be easier with the trades. You'll let the trades run. You know what I'm saying? Let them keep going. Um, as I'm getting better and better with trading my system in the live market, I'm definitely gonna go for deeper profits when I feel like it's needed, just so that I trade on Apex, so it's like, well, the way the new rules is good, but the hardest part with the rule is getting to that 52,600 that you have to reach, which means you have to be a little more kind of risk on when it comes to a few trades, just because when it comes to that trade, that pair with trading with them especially, you don't want to be at payout range and you're struggling just to even get to that profit number. So definitely making sure I'm taking some good quality trades. Definitely making sure that a lot of things line up and a lot of days things are moving in directions that I'm looking for. Um, so that I can position myself where I want to, and so that I know that and feel like I'm in a good area to really be here. And I'm going to even like to really like trade today, and especially a day like this, I'm definitely going to journal because we was deep into discount, very deep discount. right? So it was like one of those things where it's like we're at OTE of the range. We definitely can push back up, then go into OTE of this range. And the moves were very aggressive. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm trying not to make these too long. I'm trying to not even speak. Like especially when I speak, I don't want to. I don't want to kind of drag the sentence on for too long. At least when they be clear, direct, get out quickly, and keep pushing, keep it forward. So and keep you, if you're listening, keep it going. And you stay in tune and interested into the video. I'm getting a little bit better. Um, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. See you on the next one. Hopefully, um, we'll see if our next few trades are going to get us our first payout, and then I'm definitely going to make that, you know, that first payout video, first payout feeling, and how I feel like you should try, and advice I would take for you to get to your first payout, because this is the hardest part that I'm dealing with, is getting to that first payout. I think it's everybody's hardest part. So definitely more aware and more open about my about this stage, and definitely more, definitely, I'm really understanding, like, especially with like trading on this freaking pair, on this firm, definitely make me more disciplined. I'll tell you that. Um, but yeah, hope you guys have a good one. I'm not about to ramble for too long. Y'all some bitches anyway. Um, but yeah, I fuck with y'all. Love y'all niggas, bro. I'm done trading for the week, so I'll be posting again next week. And I'm gonna make sure that I get these videos out. Hopefully their information, hopefully some good information to somebody and help them. And if you ever want to learn how I trade, let me know. I will drop some educational videos. Take it easy.